Patience stands as arguably the most overlooked yet profoundly potent skill in the realm of trading. While discussions abound on intricate strategies, technical indicators and market signals, few traders grasp the profound truth that their capacity to endure waiting, free from emotional turmoil, often eclipses the influence of any chart formation or breaking news in shaping long-term triumph. The downfall of most traders stems not from a deficit in technical acumen, but from an inability to quell the incessant impulse to intervene when inaction is the wisest course. Driven by ennui, trepidation, or avarice, they prematurely initiate positions, hastily abandon them, or indulge in excessive trading, gradually eroding their financial resources, self-assurance, and ultimately their entire pursuit of trading. Reflect deeply on this. Trading diverges starkly from nearly every other vocation. In conventional professions, proactive effort is valorized. You earn based on hours invested, tasks accomplished, or agreements sealed. Success metrics hinge on output. The more you accomplish, the greater the acclaim. Yet trading inverts this paradigm, penalizing the compulsion for perpetual busyness. The trader, ensnared by the need for constant engagement, frequently accrues mounting deficits. In the financial markets, remuneration flows not from frenetic activity, but from vigilant waiting until probabilities tilt decisively in your favor, followed by resolute execution. Paradoxically, trading less, allowing patience to sift through the cacophony, often yields superior outcomes. This counterintuitive reality proves excruciating for many to embrace, as human psyche yearns for dynamism. We are biologically predisposed to shun ambiguity. Inaction evokes a sense of relinquishing dominion. A trader fixated on screens for extended periods without executing an order grows increasingly agitated. The psyche murmurs seductively, perhaps this marginal setup will ignite momentum. This could be the transformative victory. Such whispers emanate not from rational analysis, but from impatience masquerading as serendipity. Succumb to them repeatedly, and your portfolio will inevitably dwindle to oblivion. Yet patience transcends mere passivity. This represents the gravest misunderstanding among traders. It does not equate total detachment or market neglect. Authentic patience embodies active vigilance, a relentless regimen of scrutiny, meticulous evaluation of potential configurations, and steadfast restraint until all predefined parameters converge impeccably. It constitutes a deliberate renunciation of subpar prospects, ensuring readiness for those rarefied, exceptional alignments. The patient trader is far from indolent. They are masterful tacticians, comprehending that abstaining from action frequently emerges as the most lucrative choice. Contemplate the market's inherent rhythms. The bulk of time sees prices oscillating in ranges, consolidating sideways or meandering erratically without discernible trajectory. Genuine trends, decisive breakouts, or setups brimming with probability are, by contrast, infrequent phenomena. Attempting to extract trades from every fleeting twitch invites entanglement in turbulent, unpredictable volatility, where transaction fees and bid-ask spreads inexorably gnaw at equity. Conversely, exercising patience until the market unveils unambiguous signals permits entry with unwavering conviction. This delineates the chasm between wagering on ephemeral distortions and staking on substantive indicators. The discerning trader views capital as affinite arsenal. Squandering it on trivial gyrations diminishes firepower for the pivotal confrontations ahead. Among the fiercest adversaries to patience lurks the phantom of foregone chances. Witnessing a sharp price surge post-hesitation breeds remorse. I ought to have seized that. This regret propels hasty plunges into subsequent prospects, fueled by desperation to avert further oversights. Herein lies the genesis of FOMO, the dread of exclusion, which systematically sabotages patience. But the unvarnished verity asserts, No authentic opportunity is truly forfeited in trading. Only those extraneous to your methodology qualify as such. Evading a non-conforming trade signifies not defeat, but a triumph of resolve. The patient trader internalizes this wisdom, permitting others to pursue erratic impulses, secure in the knowledge that pristine, superior setups will inexorably resurface. Historical annals brim with testaments to patience as the hallmark of iconic traders. Warren Buffett's axiom resonates eternally. The stock market functions as a mechanism for redistributing wealth from the impatient to the patient. His ethos extends beyond mere prolonged holding. It encapsulates biding time until circumstances coalesce favorably before deploying substantial funds. He might hoard liquidity for years, impervious to frenzy or coercion, only to mobilize amid widespread panic or diversion. While hordes chase ephemeral fads, Buffett anticipates fat pitches, those infrequent asymmetrical bets where probabilities overwhelmingly favor him. This epitomizes patience, distilled to its essence. Before delving further, ponder this introspection. Are you grappling with apprehension, skepticism, or compulsive overtrading? The stark reality unveils that traders predominantly falter not due to flawed methodologies, but deficient mental fortitude. This realization inspired my ebook, Master Your Mind, Master Your Trades, brimming with actionable methodologies to harness emotions, foster unwavering discipline, and operate with professional caliber. Should you aspire to elevate your trading prowess, explore the link in the description or pinned comment to secure your edition today. Now, resuming our discourse, on a pragmatic plane, envision seasoned day traders who might observe charts throughout a morning session without initiating a solitary position. To novices, this appears as squandered effort. In truth, it exemplifies disciplined mastery, anticipating their precise advantage to materialize. Upon its emergence, they commit assertively, bolstered by preserved vitality and reserves, having sidestepped prior diversions. The novice counterpart, meanwhile, has executed multiple trades prematurely, depleting concentration and entrenching themselves in deficits that compel reactive, emotion-laden responses over calculated maneuvers. Patience further safeguards against a perilous snare, revenge trading. Following a setback, primal urges demand immediate entry to recoup. Yet this reflex frequently spirals into cascading misjudgments and amplified damages. The patient trader eschews pursuit, acknowledging the loss as intrinsic to the endeavor, retreating until a fresh, validated configuration arises. Through this hiatus, they shatter the effective vortex, averting minor setbacks from metastasizing into catastrophe. Thus, patience extends beyond awaiting superior trades. It encompasses outlasting one's turbulent sentiments. What eludes many traders is patience's exponential amplification of returns across durations. By sieving out inferior engagements, losses naturally diminish. Awaiting elite probabilities elevates win ratios. Capital conservation grants endurance to exploit those infrequent catalysts that profoundly shift trajectories. Impatient traders implode not from analytical ineptitude, but from depleting munitions pre-battle. Patience assures perpetual readiness when destiny beckons. Nevertheless, patience demands arduous cultivation, necessitating cerebral reprogramming to supersede innate proclivities. It entails embracing unease amid inaction cravings. It mandates perpetual self-reminders that trading mirrors an endurance race, not a fleeting dash. Forging patience akin to muscular development requires daily restraint until it integrates seamlessly. Even then, a solitary lapse can unravel accumulated advancements. This scarcity stems from its exigence of profound self-command, a rigor few endure willingly. The profound irony: traders expend years questing for impeccable tools or frameworks, oblivious that their core affliction resides inwardly. No supplementary gadget suffices. Patience alone suffices. It empowers waiting sans vexation, serene amid stagnation, activation solely when asymmetries favor. This metamorphosis transmutes trading from erratic speculation into methodical enterprise. Rather than pursuing each candlestick, one perceives the panoramic vista, engaging only when constellations align with one's advantage. Patience offers no assurance of universal victories. Nothing does, but it certifies that wagered positions merit the hazard. It precludes hemorrhaging funds on caprice, channeling assets strategically toward probabilistically sound ventures. This encapsulates patience's psychological profundity, perceiving delay not as frailty but as dominion. Each foregone inferior trade fortifies resolve, bolstering longevity prospects. At its core, patience embodies faith in your methodology, your regimen, yourself. It affirms opportunity's perpetual recurrence, obviating coercion of prosperity. The market's infinitude contrasts your finite equity. Internalizing this renders patience your paramount armament. While multitudes fatigue pursuing fragments, you repose tranquilly, poised for the paradigm-shifting engagement. Trading hinges equally on omissions as commissions. Numerous traders erroneously equate prosperity with incessant involvement, perpetually toggling orders. They posit volume of trades correlates with victory odds, yet veracity inverts. Impatience constitutes trading's stealthiest levy, insidiously depleting accounts sans awareness. Each precipitous entry, coerced stance, or gratuitous position exacts tolls, far exceeding superficial estimates. Impatience cloaks itself as diligence. A trader might rationalize ceaseless chart perusal, setup hunting, and frequent executions as industriousness. In essence, they satiate action's compulsion, conflating motion with advancement, busyness with rigor. Markets recompense not exertion, but exactitude. A patient trader might secure mere handfuls of premium trades weekly, yet conclude profitably, whereas the impatient amasses multitudes of marginal ones, culminating in profound shortfalls. A primary toll of impatience manifests in premature entries. Traders adept at spotting viable patterns falter by hastening sans validation. They pursue prices rather than beckoning them, dreading omission. They leap at initial stirrings, only for reversals tones near them. Consider a nascent breakout. The impatient intrudes mid-candle, suffering pullbacks that confirm naught. The configuration held merit, but haste transmuted it to detriment. Overtrading compounds impatience's burdens. Compelled to perpetual market immersion, traders fabricate rationales for entries, perceiving phantoms where none exist. This frequently originates from tedium. Prolonged screen vigil breeds disquiet. Quiescence becomes intolerable, thus they transact for engagement's sake. Tragically, such ennui-induced ventures skew low probability, corroding equity incrementally yet inexorably. Impatience likewise induces affective depletion. Each rushed commitment exposes one to gratuitous tension. Adverse shifts incite panic. Premature exits precede intended reversals. Re-entries yield stops, fomenting exasperation. This perpetual oscillation of whimsy and reactivity saps psychic reserves. By session's close, the impatient trader succumbs to burnout, irrespective of nominal losses. Cumulative fatigue impairs sustained discipline, perpetuating a pernicious feedback loop wherein impatience begets errors, and errors beget amplified impatience. Monetarily, impatience's repercussions accumulate covertly yet potently. Envision a trader hazarding $50 per engagement. 20 impulsive weekly trades equate to $1,000 superfluous exposure. Even sporadic victories pale against substandard setups' defeats. Contrast with the patient counterpart, awaiting 3 to 5 robust configurations, capping exposure at 250. Elevated probabilities favor profitability. Disparity arises not from aptitude or intellect, but from patience's grace. Psychologically, impatience fosters self-skepticism. Each errant trade prompts interrogation of systems, capabilities, futures. This erosion undermines assurance, potentially prompting desertion of viable approaches, unaware that impatience, not the tactic, culpabilized. Ensuing system-jumping chases illusions. When restraint sufficed, impatience's most insidious impact obscures holistic vistas. Trading transcends singular transactions. It encompasses myriad over epochs. Impatient souls overlook this, treating each as the quintessential conquest, engendering compulsion. Myopic fixation sabotages enduring viability. Patience is neither inert nor slothful. It demands proactive restraint, deliberate anticipation of pinnacle setups, valor in forsaking inferiors. It resists pursuit's allure, coercion's siren. It trusts in recurrent prospects, negating necessity for universal capture. The patient trader grasps, omitting a misaligned trade averts loss. Embracing it invites calamity. Analogized to angling, a virtuoso angler eschews haphazard casts. They scrutinize currents, bide opportune instants, deploying with acuity. The impatient flails exhaustively, yielding scant reward. Trading mirrors. Markets favor the expectant. Chronicles affirm this. Elite traders thrived not via ubiquity, but via patience's dominion. Jesse Livermore professed profits derived not from transactions, but from poised immobility. Though technology accelerates trading, psyche endures unaltered. Impatience persists as destroyer, patience as architect of legacies. The ordeal? Impatience aligns with innate wiring. Brains crave dopaminergic surges from novelty, excitement. Each trade, each flicker delivers ephemeral highs. Impatient trading gratifies transiently while harming enduringly. Patience, conversely, seems monotonous, devoid of immediacy. Hence widespread failure, intolerance for tedium. Yet in trading, tedium signals propriety. Markets ought to appear languid, subdued predominantly. Authentic exhilaration derives from patience's fruition, not impulsive quests. To nurture patience, acknowledge inaction's sagacity. This challenges novices, presuming perpetual engagement equates success. Comprehending impatience's tolls, pecuniary forfeitures, psychic attrition, disciplinary decay, illuminates restraint's worth. Safeguarding equity via quality anticipation emerges not as idleness, but trading's quintessence. Impatience exacts premiums relentlessly, perhaps not forthwith, but via siphoned resolve, vigor, certitude. These deficits compound akin to usury. Patience inversely yields dividends. Each evaded debacle conserves deficits. Conserved deficits fuel zenith trades. Thus patience transcends ethos. It's a profitability blueprint. The trader mastering restraint amid ambiguity endures. The action seeker, though seemingly industrious, excavates their demise. Impatience's subtlety belies its magnitude. Waiting's cost pales eternally. Patience in trading unveils a profound paradox. Ostensibly inert, it constitutes discipline's zenith. Awaiting the impeccable trade contravenes instincts. Ancestral survival favored swift responses, seizing sustenance, confronting perils. Modern trading stasis discomforts our motion-prime neurology. Yet herein, impulsivity ensnares while composure empowers. The waiting game entails spurning lesser alignments. Traders discern superior trades readily, alignments crystalline, entries evident. Tribulation precedes, protracted intervals of ambiguity tempt with quasi-prospects, psyche cajoling. Why delay? This suffices. Adequate dooms multitudes, trading for trading's sake over elite anticipation. Envision a validated system yielding 5 weekly stalwarts. Yet impatience compels 10 extras amid hush. Majority falter neutralizing gains. Accounts plateau despite merit. Patience's absence indicts. Irony abounds. Paramount trades often succeed. Protracted quiescence. Markets undulate. Consolidations test endurance. Many succumb to flatline tedium, initiating arbitrarily. Endurers, unspent, capitalize on ensuing surges, focused, revitalized. Impatient peers, depleted, falter or lag. Waiting evokes emission's specter. Sideline vigils witness minor swings, evoking exclusion. Entry there might have yielded modestly, yet such lures trap. Markets purge haste, pre-authentic thrusts. Premature entrants often eject mere moments from vindication. Analysis sound, timing, sabotaged by impatience. exemplify via news catalysts, CPI, NFP, FOMC ignite volatility, impatient dive amid turmoil, whipsawed, patient await resolution, discerning post-chaos trajectories. One perishes swiftly, the other profits via restraint. The waiting game mandates effective governance. Intellect abhors indeterminacy. What if perfection eludes? Misquandering, missing whilst idle? Anxiety incites action sans merit. Verily, waiting elongates subjectively. A duodays feels eternal, yet cosmically negligible. Market's antiquity assures perpetuity. Another trade looms. Patient comprehend. Impatient amnesia, elite from mediocre segregates, not via erudition but endurance. Novices covet arcane strategies, mentors, yet superlative tactics flounder sans signal fidelity. Identical methodologies diverge, one pristine, the other erratic. One accretes, the other dissipates. Distinction, waiting's art. Waiting instills humility, conceding markets overenty. Opportunities defy dictation. Alignment awaits. This capitulation challenges controllers. Entrepreneurs propel outcomes via exertion. Trading defies. Exertion yields naught. Acceptance liberates, harmonizing with flow. Waiting's concealed boon, lucidity. Delay unveils macro narratives. Hasteners fixate micro-ticks, noise ensnared. Patience expand horizons. Discerning arboreal expanses over arboreal fixation. Protracted anticipation clarifies architecture, optimizing entries. Waiting conserves effective stamina. Decisions tax volition. Gratuitous trades accelerate burnout. Zenith arrivals find hasteners dulled, erring. Patience conserved execute keenly. Professional serenity stems from selective engagement, trading when pivotal. Anecdote illuminates, novice queries, veterans' weekly trades. Perhaps 3, occasionally nil. Astonished novice probes profitability. Veteran retorts, my selection's merit. Waiting's quintessence, quality trumps quantity. Singular impeccability outstrips decadal mediocrity. Ultimately, waiting concerns self-patience, trusting recompenses temporality, muting actions clamor, embracing monotony as procedural. Discomfort forges advantage. Traders confront patience's mandates routinely. Some yield hastening, others prevail abiding. Success pivots on conquest, waiting lacks allure, drama. Yet it underpins endurance. Waiting isn't trading's adjunct, it's its nucleus. Mastery ensures perpetuity. A trading axiom bewilders outsiders. Optimal profitability occasionally demands utter immobility. Quotidian life stigmatizes idleness as indolence. Trading sanctifies it as discipline's apotheosis, hand restraint amid market flux until synchrony. Recall your latest trading itch. Charts agape, misalignments, yet compulsion surges. That itch deceives inaction as defeat. Societal norms valorize busyness, praise for activity. Trading subverts, excess yields deficits. Wealth accrues via premium anticipation, precise strikes. This engenders psychic warfare, instincts clamor action. Discipline counsels restraint. Multitudes capitulate, initiating gratuitously, eroding equity and autonomy. Cycles ensue, compensatory trades exacerbate. True discipline shines amid temptation, abiding not yet against FOMO's now. Adage profound, cash constitutes position. Sideline liquidity isn't torpor, it's fortitude. Amateurs deem abstention squander, professionals preservation. Equity safeguarded empowers zenith strikes. Immobility shields psychic fatigue. Decisions deplete. Boredom forced trades squander sans yield. Zenith finds you primed. Inaction safeguards cognition. Analogize angling anew. Virtuosos eschew frenzy, attuned to rhythms, awaiting. Amateurs thrash, barren. Markets parallel, setups elude coercion. Waiting prevails. Immobility's trial combats overtrading's lures. Favorable candles accelerate pulses, envisioning gains, rationalizing frames, tempting probes. Traps abound, self-persuasion signals, inferiority. Elite setups self-evident, sans coercion. Noise entries eviscerate patience. Activity-productivity conflation misleads. Prolonged vigils. Voluminous trades deem dedication. Reality, undisciplined turmoil. Productivity quantifies decision caliber. Sparse premiums outperform prolific mediocrity. Relinquishing control's illusion mandates. Boredom menaces profoundly, surpassing avarice or dread. Quiescence incites stimulation quests, birthing risks. Patience befriend boredom as mastery emblem. Understanding signals control breakthroughs. Immobility demands greater valor than action. Effortless clicks, arduous abstention. Analogous dieting, indulgence facile, resistance arduous. Success hinges on consistency. Professionals' poise derives from inaction's ease, trained comfort rarity, profitability's scarcity, market as battlefield, amateurs skirmish exhaustively vulnerable. Generals select pivotal engagements, committing wholly. Trades mirror battles, triumph select, not exhaustive. Immobility roots in trust, system, precepts, markets recurrence. Distrust prompts omission's dread. Yet evading misfits equals capturing fits. Victories both. Immobility isn't passive, discipline's pinnacle. Controlling choices over externalities, emotions, whims. Long gameplay, capital guardianship, zenith anticipation. Heroism resides in selective victory, not ubiquitous strife. Thus, immobility undergirds patience, not debility, but armament. Not squander, but conservation. Not stasis, but profound action. Mastery thereof conquers markets. A trader's harshest epiphany. Markets heed not your timelines, ambitions, necessities. Dawn's resolve for profits, doublings, markets indifferent. Opportunities manifest autonomously, imminently or distantly. Failures force alignments, antithesis to patience. Discipline's foe forcing entails chart scrutiny, sans purity. Self-deception to adequate rule tweaks. Wider stops, diluted ratios, extraneous engagements. Each force fissures foundations. Iterations collapse. Forcing devolves trading to hazard, market's punitive domain. Hours idle, pressure mounts, goals, challenges, tedium. Entry yields swift rebuttal, dual losses, monetary, psychic. Rule breaches erode self-trust, conviction's bedrock. Since trust, valid setups falter, hesitant, erratic. Forcing cycles perilously, defeats amplify pursuits, weakening further. Accounts implode via chains, not isolates origins. Psyche's aversion to ambiguity, craving immediacy. Instantaneity permeates modernity. Deliveries, streams, validations. Markets defy enforcing uncertainty. Forcing feigns control, actually ceding it. Plan adherence controls, win or lose. Forcing even victorious perils, reinforcing aberrations, culminating in cataclysms. Escape via success redefinition, plan fidelity over daily gains. Waiting hours labor, not void, guardianship akin soldiery. FOMO counters, omission spares, naught. Clicks risk, markets perpetual. Patience preserves for arrivals, liberating universal capture needless. Daily trades optional. Safeguard via obvious alignments, sans coercion, evident, forcing concern self, impulse mastery, uncertainty embrace, inactivity, patience. Mastery evades traps, halting gratuitous hemorrhages, birthing consistency. Markets tantalize semi-setups, feints, lures. Amateurs succumb, professionals abstain. Patience differentiates, observation, immobility till all in. Patience's adage, markets remunerate patience. Cliché veils profundity, rewarding not bustle. Aggression, clamor, but endurance amid silence, tedium. Enticement, waiting, misperceived, passive. Nay, deliberate, vigilant, honed, poised. Lion-like apparent languor masks readiness, explosive upon proximity. Traders as rabbits, fidgety, depleted, ensnared. Patience bridges, waiting psyches uniquely. Professions reward output, trading restraint. Busyness mindset imports poison, equating idleness to failure, birthing gratuitous risks. Elite seem unproductive, sparse trades, protracted waits. yet actions decisive, non-speculative. Strikes potent, eclipsing antecedents, hardship, instinctual override, evolution favored celerity. Modernity betrays, haste destroys. Scenario, vigil sans alignment, restlessness mounts, mediocrity tempts. Moment defines, discipline amid voids. Paradox, waiting valorizes trades, scarcity elevates. Prolonged sieves forge conviction, enabling holds, runs. Fishing redux, incessant yanks barren. Patient casts fruitful. Trust process amid calm, waiting engages preparation. Skill honing, journaling, rule reviews. Active buttonless emotional reset. Post-trade, waiting cools, clears, refreshes. Sans compounds distort. Time respect, beginners money fixate. Prostemporal, infrequent trades suffice, time allied. Patience, paralysis, distinction. Hesitation, avoidance, not patience. Balance. Wait fearlessly, act unhesitatingly. Legends corroborate. Buffett's transference. Livermore's waiting. Roadmaps, strategy over frailty. Waiting solitary, others' boasts tempt lag. Yet rushes extinguish. Waiters endure. Impulse race, not peer. Mastery, self-command. Market autonomy acceptance, silence sans force. Trust revelations. Markets remunerate patience via loss aversion, not profit assurance. Silence forges discipline, clarity, foundations, edges misconstrued, external quests. Ultimate patience, gratuitous, universal, scarce, invisible, no accolades for weights. Yet averts multitudes' pitfalls. Self-defeat via unrest, enemy internal, patience shields. Greed's whispers need every, countering mine suffices. Patience temporal, systems demand gestation. Premature abandon kills potentials. Markets reward directly. Noise dominant. Clarity sporadic. Waiting captures gems. Losses reframed, process parts, not assaults. Patience resilient, sans immediacy. Confidence builds. Disciplined wins solid, non-accidental. Trust breeds consistency, unglamorous. Wealth's hideout. Invisible preventer, filter strength. Life contagion, market patience yields holistic calm, reactivity reduction, not static mastery, daily practice, persistent amid lapses. Muscle-like growth, markets indifferent to intellect, study, memorization. Rewards, discipline, patience, primacy. Thus, patience ultimate edge, loss preventer, survival enabler. Invisible force, quiet builder. Query, amid silence whispers, will you abide?